Hey guys, welcome to Taryn Hill. Welcome to the place where we Taryn Hill out with a self-love and unity consciousness. I hope all is well. Luck here. All right, welcome to your full moon in Gemini reading. It's a little late, but you feel me? All right, cool. Let's go. What's going on? I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that we need to know? Ooh, all this green coming out, okay? There's so much green coming through. The green is of the hearts, okay? It's heart stuff happening here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now we're good. All right, so we have the galactic mushroom coming out. Moon, maiden, new beginnings. The gathering around the power of community. All right, so look at all this green, okay? Now we have the Fool's Embrace coming out. Now, the fact that this is coming out in reverse, I usually don't read in reverse, but this is coming out in reverse, okay? This is the Fool's Embrace. And when you look at this character, lighting. When you look at this character here, it's not the happiest looking energy. This is like hermiting energy, okay? This is what it's coming out as. We're coming out of this hermiting zone, feeling all lost and all that ish. I don't know what's going on, what's up. And then it leads to this heart explosion, this revolution of the heart. That phrase keeps coming up in these readings. A revolution of the heart, okay? A new passion for things, a new way of seeing the world. I know with the Virgo collective, how that's coming out is you're seeing the world from a more elevated and love-filled state, all right? But it's something like that that's going on. This can be, yes, you're seeing the world through love, or you're just seeing things from a new, from a deeper sense of feeling, feeling your emotions more, and then it's reflected in how you're experiencing your world. Okay, so this can manifest as you having more passion for the world. You have a more passion for the things that you want to experience in the world. All right, so when you start seeing things that you don't want to experience, now you have more conviction about it. That's what it's coming through as, all right? The things that you might have let slide, like, all right, it's fine. I mean, it's whatever, because you didn't have the passion and the fire to go and get it and tell people like, no, this is not what I want. This is what I want, okay? It's making that transformation, okay, of conviction. That is the name of the game here. Conviction like a motherfucker, okay? All right, let's go. I want to write down the timestamps. Okay, well, that's not happening. That is not, or is it? It is happening. See, that was it right there. Me like, all right, well, I guess I won't write the timestamps down. And then it was like, no, you know what? I'm going to write these timestamps. It's going to make it easier for me. Conviction. Moving in a way that you want to move, okay? And not worrying about other people's opinions. That's where we're at now. We have to start moving that in that way. Stay with your mother effing chest, okay? All right, let's go. The reading starts at 3:15. What's going on? What have we manifested since the new moon? What have we manifested since the new moon? Easy, coming out, straight out the gate, strength card, boom. Fire, Leo energy. What's up? What you getting fired up about? What do you want? And how bad do you want it? Are you acting like you want it? Or are you half-ass wanting it? Are you wanting it and saying, I mean, if the universe makes it fall into my lap, then cool. Or are you going out and fucking hunting for it like a lion? What you doing? All right. So I feel like with this energy here, what have we manifested since the new moon is a gathering up of strength for this heart revolution, this new era of passion, okay? It's our own revolutions in our own lives, okay, for a more passionate life, a more fulfilling life, okay? It stems from this lost energy. That time, if this felt like a time of emptiness, or you had to rest a lot, okay? I know the past couple of months, the energy was putting me on my ass, okay? So that's what it was doing. It was so you can build up your energy, build up your strength, okay? If it's just resting, if it's taking your energy back from others, cutting them cords, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you had to do in this space, it leads to this heart revolution. Okay, it leads to this heart revolution, and I feel like this energy is going to carry through, okay? It's not just for this moon cycle. This is a new phase we're stepping into, but we had to have the strength to do it, to carry this energy, all right? The strength to carry this energy. Green light, baby. Let's go. All right. Anything else for what have we manifested? Nine of Pentacles. The revolution. La revolution. What? La revolution. How do you? La revolution. Fuck it. All right. But yeah, Nine of Pentacles. All right. Now, it came out in reverse. It came out in reverse here because it's before. This is a prelude to the La Revolution. La Revolution. It's a prelude to the revolution of the heart. Okay, that's what's happening there. Nine of Pentacles. Look at this energy here. Feeling free, independent, flowing, doing what you got to do for you. Okay, living a life of passion, following your passions, following your heart. Okay, and seeing the strength in following your heart. That's a switch that needs to be had. In order for us to follow our heart, we need to be in touch with our heart. We need to be in our heart space, right? Which is, it has this connotation of being in your heart space. That has this connotation of a feminine energy, right? And let's talk about societal standards and how everything is viewed, okay? When we talk about feminine energy, we're not thinking raw, right? We're not thinking tough, even though feminine energy, they gotta rah and push out babies out their whole body, right? Their whole human body. So that is some strength, right? It's some strength, and it's a rewiring of what strength looks like. People might have looked at strength as being logical, as being, having that more strategic mind, which is a strength. For sure, I'm here for all that. But it's a matter of using that using your left and right brain, okay? Using your strategic side, your logic. If you are more leaning on the masculine strengths, now it's learning what the feminine strength can bring. It brings that raw energy, even if it doesn't feel like that, okay? Or if that's not what we're trained to believe. Moving from your heart space, that you have to feel, you have to know how to feel, okay, which is a feminine trait, right? Feeling, being introspective, so that you can step out and execute, all right? So that's how the masculine feminine works together in our own spirit, all right? All right, what's next? Okay, where are we now? Where are we now? All of this energy, I love it. Look at these powerful images here, all right? All these cards of strength are coming out. Empowerment. Look at that, all right? Let's take a look at that. How do you think this character feels in this image? What's the first word that comes to mind? That's what you're being led to. What comes to mind when you see this image? The Chariot here. Forgetting the fact that it's a chariot. Look at that illustration. It starts with your own revolution with the Nine of Pentacles, right? This is a solo energy. You're in your own little matrix, okay? And then look at all the energy that comes as a result of it. What's built as a result of it. The influence is being spread because of it. But it starts with you. This is that energy of be the change you want to see in the world, okay? That energy starts with, you can't be out here telling people, hey, man, we need to all get along and spread love, but you out here spreading hate, right? It starts with you. You have to start the example of being this. And then it leads to this influence of creating that in the world and influencing others to be that as well. Now, I don't know why I went there. That is one aspect of it. Oh, okay. Because we have the divine matrix coming through. Everything is connected. And we have the community card coming through. Yes, That's why. Okay. All right. So it's this new beginning with this revolution of the heart. It leads to you meeting people who are revolutionizing their heart. Okay? Soul tribe energy coming through. Heavy. Okay, yes. So it goes from the cycle of hermiting and then leads to this solo revolution, this independent revolution. Like, whatever, I'm gonna just be what I'm gonna be. I'm gonna go out into the wilderness thinking that you're the only one going out into the wilderness, and then you find other people in the wilderness too, crazy like you. Okay, not crazy, okay. Wild enough like you to go and have this revolution of the heart, all right? These are people you need to find. All right. So that's where we are now. That's where we are now. Hold on. Wow, we have all these cards of like empowerment coming through. This is just fire, 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 fire is all I'm feeling here. Wow. Okay. Speaking of King of Wands, fire. Okay? Fire energy. That's what we're doing, all right? Getting fired up. Now, we do have the Emperor card coming out. More fire energy, Aries, okay? With the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands, more fire energy. This is just all fire. This is just a fire reading. This is full moon in Gemini, but it's giving fire. All right, it's giving passion. It's giving the go-get-itness. Okay, the stick-to-itiveness. It's giving the strength. It's the I don't give a fuckitness. Okay, that's required to go for whatever it is that you want to go for. Why is this Emperor in reverse though? Because we're not there yet. Okay. We're like pre-emperor, pre-empress, okay? Right now, it's like, okay, you found this space in your matrix where you're like, okay, I know what I want to do or what I want to be for myself. And then what's going to happen next, you're going to see that created in the world. Then with the Emperor card, it's like, how do you manage this world now? Okay, we're not there yet. Right now, we're still seeing the effects, or we will be seeing the effects of this new heart revolution in the world. The people that you attract, the love that you attract, the conversations you attract, okay? It's going to move fast with the Knight of Wands, with the Six of Wands coming through. I'm feeling like this is just, you getting ploop into your new ego, just like that, okay? And it's going to sound just like that, ploop, okay? All right, let's see. Should I still, okay, let's look into that Emperor. We have the Fool card with the Lovers card coming through. Yeah, it's going to be an adjustment. Wow, the King of Cups. Ooh. I just felt it. I just felt something down there. I mean, come on, this ain't no love reading. It can be. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a blast of love. It's a blast of love. This is what the energy is talking about. Okay. I mean, that love can show up in different ways. It can be a blast of love in your life. Relationship-wise, it can be you wanting to experience more love in a romantic sense, so then it gets blasted in. It can be you pursuing a passion that you love with all your heart, and that comes blasting in as a result. Whatever, okay? You figure out where you are here, but it does lead to this leap of faith energy. It just feels like there's levels to this leap. Like when you're going skydiving, there's a leap of faith where you have to pay for the class and you have to actually decide that you want to skydive. There's another leap of faith that happens when you have to do lessons, whatever. There's the other leap of faith of getting into that airplane like, yo, I'm really doing this. And that final leap of faith is actually doing it. So it seems like there's levels to this. There's a revving up. All right, moving on. What's coming to our awareness? Queen of Cups, baby. All right, that's too many cards. What's coming to our awareness? Wow, okay. See, let me tell you how these cards are coming out. They're just jumping out like, boom, this is what I want to say. Like, this is how we're about to move with that level of conviction. Man, I love this. This is about goddamn time. Let me tell you something. I was tired of this other energy. Hangman coming out, this new way of moving, this new way of thinking, the new way of seeing the world. Speaking of skydiving energy, look at this, all right? Fuck it, I'm gonna just do it. Fuck it. Fuck it. That's the energy. That's the reading. Fuck it. Do it. Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse. I'm not looking back in the past anymore. I'm already on this airplane. I can't get off the plane. The only way to get off this plane is to jump. And I'm going to fucking jump. And either I'm going to pull his parachute out, do my own thing, or I'm going to fall on my ass. Whatever the case is, I'm going to do it. All right? And because I'm well equipped and because I took the chance, I took the time out to hermit and build up my strength, I'm going to pull a parachute out and I am going to land on my feet. That's the energy that's coming through. That level of conviction. All right? That's what needs to happen. Conviction about the things that you want deep in your heart. Stop wasting your time with bullshit that ain't inspiring that action. All right? When you jump out the freaking airplane, I'm talking like I skydived too. When you jump out that airplane, you can't think about nothing else. It's like, all right, game time. I'm out here in the air, okay? What's the next step? I gotta pull out this parachute. You know what I mean? Like, ain't no time to think about, well, do I have the ability to pull out the parachute? Well, am I doing it too quick, too soon? What am I supposed to... No, you better fucking pull that thing out if you want to survive. If you want to land on your feet, okay? That's what it is. That's the energy here. Sink or swim, baby. We swimming every time. Ooh, this energy got me. This energy got me fired up. I ain't even had my coffee. Okay. What's no longer serving us? I'm spazzing out in this reading. What's no longer serving us? And it's something about community here too. I just want to say that. These were a lot of cards. Take it. All right, Star card in reverse. 5 of Swords. Okay, yeah, that energy of like, should I pull out the parachute? Like what you thinking about? Like, come on. Queen of Wands coming out in reverse, like not being empowered. 7 of Cups, overthinking, confuses them up. Okay, it's over for that. This energy is over. The days of confusion. The days of, well, I feel like a tiger, but am I a tiger? I'm in the zoo. Go on and escape that zoo, okay? All right, and go into the wild. Go into the wilderness. It's time. Stop questioning whether you're a tiger or not and be a mother effing tiger. All right. Doing that level of conviction of putting your hands through the bars and unlocking it from the inside and opening up that cage and running out that zoo and going to the wilderness, into the Sahara Desert. That energy right there, it breaks you out of the cycle with the 10 of Swords, all right? It breaks you out. We've been in this for too long. Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take time. This whole thing is a process, okay? It is a process. Like I said, it steps to these leaps of faith. It's many leaps of faith leading to a huge leap of faith is what it feels, all right? Buying the ticket or buying the class to skydive, then getting on the plane and then deciding to jump. Like there's different leaps of faith that need to happen, okay? So just mind the process, enjoy the process, experience it fully and understand that this is a process, okay? When you're ready to be the thing, you're gonna be the thing. Don't sit here and be like, oh, well, why can't I do it? Even if you tried to skydive before and once you got up there, you're like, no, I can't do it. Okay, that's fine. You had a failure in the past, whatever. But then you go back and try it again. Second time, you're like, all right, nah, I still can't do it. But I feel closer, but I can't do it yet. Third time, you go and do it. You jump, okay? Whatever. It's whatever your process is. Whenever you're ready to be that thing, you're going to be that thing. Don't put that pressure on you to be the thing, okay? It's a process. But you just keep moving. You keep moving and you keep trying. Keep hustling, baby. So what's no longer serving us? A self-defeated attitude is not serving us. How can we release and let go of the self-defeated attitude? I forgot. Release. Man, these cards are coming out like a month. Okay. How can we release and let go? We do have the King of Swords coming out along with the Hierophant. The Hierophant coming through. This is the energy of being firm in who you are. Coming back to the strength that we gathered in hermit mode. The strength that we gathered from pulling back our energy from people or whatever the case is, from just resting, whatever this was that got you into this mode. You stay solid in that. And don't waver. Don't allow new influences or external influences to come and waver you. You put in too much work for this, to build up this energy. Don't let anyone knock it down. All right? How do you stay firm in that? The King of Swords. Major clarity, major focus. This time of being in a desert, this time of being in the desert, clearing out whatever energy you had to clear out within your own mind, within your own belief systems, it required a level of clarity, and it still requires a level of clarity as to what you had to release so it doesn't creep back in again. If you had a specific mindset in this stage, old you. Let's talk about old you versus new you. Old you. Let's say old you had this self-defeatist attitude with the Five of Swords, Queen of Wands energy, Seven of Cups energy. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh, I'm all defeated. I don't know what to do. Or let's talk about love. If you had an idea about love, like, oh, I'm undeserving of love. Okay, let's talk about that. If that was the energy that you had, in this moment, that might have come up to the forefront. Like, oh, there are some ideas surrounding love that I need to work out and work through. You clear out that energy. It brings you here to this level of strength of, oh, I do deserve love. Okay, great. Now you go out into the world. You might have external influences that might challenge that. This is where you have to stand firm in that new affirmation. I deserve love. Having the clarity with the King of Swords to know when something is not aligned with the I deserve love affirmation or energy that you're stepping in. Okay? It's the awareness of what you left behind energetically, and then the awareness in the moment to identify whether something is matching up or not, and not wavering. You get in this I deserve love energy. Someone comes in who reminds you of a I don't deserve love matrix. But because it's coming in, you're like, well, I mean, and you start to compromise. No compromising here. You stay firm in whatever this new energy you have chosen for yourself. There are going to be tests. There are going to be things that challenge this new way, this new ego. And it's just going to toughen you up. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you dig your heels into this new way instead of falling back into the old way. All right? There's a need for a sharp sense of awareness to identify when old stuff is creeping back up. I would say treat your old ego, because this is definitely old ego versus new ego stuff coming through. This is an identity blasting. Okay, it's a blasting of the old ego, shattering of the old ego, and stepping into the new ego. When you step into the new ego, it doesn't mean that your old ego no longer exists. It doesn't mean that those belief systems are no longer there. It just means that it no longer has the same level of potency. Now it has competition. The competition is your new self fighting for its existence, while the old self is still going to fight for theirs, right? And that's fine. So it leads to this warring of two identities. That's been coming out a lot in readings. This warring of the minds, okay? Of your own mind, okay? Your old mind, your new mind. Treat your old self like an addiction that you're trying to kick. When someone is addicted and they want to get out of that addiction, and they decide, or whatever the case is, they decide, I no longer want to be addicted. Boom, new ego. I want to separate myself from the addict self. Boom, that's the old ego. Now we identify the two sides, right? All you did was just separate the two sides. You identified it, you compartmentalized it, but it did not erase the old ego. How do you erase the old ego? It's that King of Swords energy that is able to, okay, erase that. Two sides. You're trying to make this new ego stronger. This old ego it got juice. Okay, it got power. You've been that thing for a while. So that thing, it's easy to go back into that old thing, right? This is like, the new ego is like, it's not strong enough yet. You know what I'm saying? But you have to put in the effort into that. You got to give it more juice. You got to transfer the juice from here to that one. While you're working out this new ego, while you're strengthening this new ego, the old ego feels itself dying off, and it's going to start fighting for itself. It's going to start creating resistance for you. It can come up as an old belief system's coming up, okay? It can come up as nostalgia, all right? Addiction recovery. So someone who's in this new ego as I'm not an addict, and versus the addict self. The addict self is still going to have these urges that come up while this person is trying to kick the addiction. Just because these urges still come up, these desires still come up for the thing that they're addicted to, it doesn't mean that they have to believe it, right? But it's gonna, because the old ego has so much conviction, it might be sticky. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. Like if you're an addict and then you're like, I want to let go of this, your urges are still gonna come up, and you're gonna have to just keep kicking it aside every day, right? So when you step into your new ego, your old ways of thinking are gonna keep coming up, okay? Like addictive urges. Because that's what it's used to. That's a program, and it's a strong program within you. You're going to have to keep kicking it off every day until eventually it has no more potency. And this new ego is the stronger one, okay? That's going to be a process. Be compassionate with yourself as you go through this process, okay? Do not be hard on yourself. When you're ready to be this, you're going to be this. Even if you backslide, that's fine. But just know that every day that you kick this aside, you kick that old shit aside, you're gonna make this stronger, okay? Day by day. All right. Blockage. Oh, what was that? What are we doing there? Oh, these cards are doing all the things. Hold on now. Yeah, let's try that again. Blockage. 28, 24. See, these cards are just coming out explosive. Okay. And then these two cards. Everything fell down, but these two came out. So I'm going to just take it. Ace of Pentacles with this Page of Swords. Love it. The way this inspiration comes in, I mean, it's just feeling like tunnel vision. Ace of Pentacles coming through. New opportunity coming through because of your new vision. Person gets rid of things that they were addicted to, and now they're seeing the world differently. Like, oh, I was too busy with this addiction that I didn't realize that I actually have this thing that I really enjoy doing. Let me pick up this hobby. Now I have more space for this hobby in my life, right? It's this new level of seeing the world that creates an opportunity. And I feel like the opportunities they were already there. That's what I'm feeling. So I'm using that, like, that very human example of addiction, but because I didn't want to keep it in a theoretical, conceptual idea of ego, right? But how that applies to ego, opportunities that were already there, if you were looking at the world without these glasses on, and go back to the love thing, you were looking at the world without these glasses on. You without the glasses on is you seeing the world like, back to I don't deserve love. It's that energy. You putting the glasses on is you having the decision, making the decision, I do deserve love. And now when you put that, when you make that decision and you start seeing the world from that angle, it creates, you start seeing the opportunities for the love. Okay. Now that can apply to, you know, your career too. If you believe that, if you believe the money is the root of all evil, then you're looking around at the world a little bit skewed. You're looking at money a little bit skewed, right? But if you put these glasses on and you have a healthier sense of money, then you start seeing the opportunities. Things that you wouldn't have moved in this way before. Like, I feel like we're gonna start moving in ways that we might have shut down, we might have already closed off because of our limited belief system that our old ego carried. All right? So be mindful of that. You wanna get inspired to do new things, do things in new ways, okay? Also, I'm getting this energy of picking up the pieces because I feel like you're going to start seeing, with this new thing, you're going to start seeing the opportunities that were already there. Also, the opportunities that you might have passed up. You know, things like that. That's what I'm getting here. It's opportunities that were already there. You didn't have the glasses to see that. It's like when you put and I can talk about this because I wear glasses. I mean, reading glasses or whatever, but I don't have them. They broke and I just never look back. But I need to get some. Anyway, it's like when you walk around the world without the glasses on, and then you put the glasses on, and you're like, oh, I have more information. I didn't know I could see this clearly. I didn't know I could see this far, right? You have more information with more vision, all right? With more of that information, you start to pick up the gems that you were overlooking, all right? All right, what are we feeling to see? I just said what we're feeling to see. The opportunities, mom. That's what they say. Okay. What are they feeling to see? What are we feeling to see? Ace of Cups. It's kind of wants to come out upright. Oof. Hold on. See, I feel like love is trying to peek on through. That's what I feel. I feel like love is right there on the outskirts. I don't know. Hold on. That's not the biggest part of this. See, this is about the internal process. Whatever. I think that's a side effect, okay, of just living your passion. All right? Yeah, that's what I'm getting there. This is not a love reading. This is a self-love reading. But as a result of that, it leads to more love. It does give this energy of community, soul tribe energy, okay? And obviously with this blast of soul tribe energy that comes in, there's going to be some soulmates in there. Romantic soulmates, friendship soulmates, all that good stuff, okay? The whole shebang. But that's not the biggest part of this. This is about the revolution of the heart, all right? All right, so anyway, so we have the Ace of Cups coming through with the Knight of Cups, and I feel like that's what's hidden. This is interesting. See, why is this coming out like this? This is so on the outskirts. What? This is an energy of, you have 3 curtains. You can't see what's behind the curtain, but you can hear what's behind the curtain. You know, you can hear noise behind the curtain. You're like, something's happening behind that curtain. I don't know what it is. And that's what I'm feeling here. It's like love is behind a curtain. All right? And yeah. Okay. I don't know. It's weird. It's a Tower. You're the Tower with the Lovers card coming through. Just, I mean, at this point, expect the unexpected, because this new vision is going to show us opportunities that we didn't know were already there. Things that we were asking for. They were already there, but we didn't have the vision to see it. This could be some weird ass energy, like, Oh my God, I put my glasses on. It was you all along. I didn't know. You know, those types of freaking moments. It's feeling like that. It's feeling a little bit stealthy. Okay. Something was right under your nose. That's what I'm getting there. But you just didn't have the vision to see it. Like if somebody has a type that is fuck boy, fuck girl energy, if they have that type, then they're going to overlook, and let's say their husband isn't that type, or their wife, their spouse, their person is not that type that they usually go for, but their limited belief system is, I like this type, this is the type I go for, then they're missing out on opportunities for their actual spouse, which is not their typical type, right? So once they switch out of that, like, oh, that limited belief system of this is my type, and they expand their view, they put their glasses on and they stop looking at it as I want this type, and they start looking at I want good love, then it expands their territory, it expands their options. And then they might see like, oh, the person that I really needed was actually right here all this time. It's the energy like that. Apply that to love. Apply that to the career. Apply that to all aspects. But there's an opportunity. It's a clear opportunity with the Ace of Pentacles coming through. There's a clear opportunity coming through here. I feel like it starts off with this revolution of the self, and then it trickles out. It's a domino effect to other things is behind curtains, okay? You make a decision for the revolution of your spirit and mind, and then it opens up a whole new set of soulmates, a whole new set of paths, a whole new set of maybe career paths, whatever the case is, or just choices. It just opens up a whole new set of choices that were not available when we didn't have our glasses on. All right. What's that advice? Now I really want to get my glasses. Talking about all these glasses here. What these glasses gonna do for me? Shoot, listen. Let me order some glasses now. What's that advice? Two of Pentacles coming out. In reverse, yeah. No more dilly-dallying. No more bouncing between two worlds, okay? Having the strength to keep kicking out the old world every time it keeps trying to come back in. It's like an ex that just keep buzzing in your motherfucking ear like a gnat. It's like, bitch, get out. You know? That type of energy. Keep kicking it away. There's new stuff coming in. All right. Okay. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Also, your limited belief system had a limited idea of what your self-fulfillment, your emotional fulfillment looked like. It had a limited idea of what a wish fulfillment looked like for you. That's being expanded too. You're adding on, you're piling on to the dream. Our idea of a wish fulfillment, it was not completely complete. It wasn't completely complete. It wasn't complete. It was based on our limited scope of the world. As a kid, you have a dream with your limited scope of the world. You don't know shit about the world yet, but you have these ideas, right? You become a teen, things change. You become an adult, you go to college or you go to work, whatever the case is, you have more information, all right? You have these life changes, you become a parent, you get married, whatever, you have more information. The dream continues to evolve with more information. That is putting the glasses on and seeing more information, okay? Whatever level you're at there. All right, so just be open to shifts in our dreams. Shifts in how we move. Yeah, I mentioned that. How we move is going to change. Okay, yeah. That's what I'm getting at. How we move is going to change. Also, it's going to change because of, yes, the new information, but also the new ego. The new ego, it brings on new actions and new behaviors because you're no longer entertaining the old thoughts. The old thoughts were limiting you from doing certain actions. So once we're kicking away the old ego, now we have these new behaviors, new actions that want to come about. All right. So just be mindful of new inspiration. If you get inspired to like do whatever it is you're getting inspired to do. It could be the same dream, but a different way of doing it. All right. If you want a new job, but you're like, oh, but I kind of want to do it this way. I want to go for this position instead of that position. Whatever the case is, be open to the changes of your goals. All right. I'm going to pick a card real quick. 40-40. 40-40 Club, East. I don't know the lyrics. Sorry. All right. I tried. All right. Call one. 40-40 Club, ESPN on the screen. Okay. All right. Paul one. What's going on, Paul one? Okay. Things are getting brighter, is what I feel. Things are getting brighter for Paul one. There's a cycle of heartbreak. There's a cycle of feeling like it was a cold, cold world, is what I feel. And someone was living in that. Who do I run to? Who do I trust? Where do I go? All right. Now you know exactly where to go. Wow. You have the King and the Queen of Wands coming out. You have the King of Cups. I'm gonna look more into this real quick. Someone has been living in their heartbreak for a while, is what I feel. That was the energy of someone having their glasses off. It could be a heartbreak or a disappointment, whatever. Three of Swords energy that was already done, dead and gone. But someone was still living in the cloud of that heartbreak. It's like PTSD after the heartbreak. Excuse me. It informed their decisions. It was their point of reference as far as how they viewed the world. And it caused them to have a limited belief system about some things. It caused pain when it came to community. There might have been betrayal in regards to, there's other people involved in this. And I think it led to distrust when it came to people around them. This situation seems bittersweet because it led someone to get into hermit mode, and it allowed them to lean on themselves. And then it made them trust themselves in regards to how they are going to choose people moving forward. I feel like this person might have dealt with like shady characters around them, and it could have been multiple people, multiple situations of betrayal and distrust. And in doing so, it might have, on one side, it made them like distrust people, but I feel like it also made them distrust themselves because they kept getting these experiences from people. Hermiting it has helped this person to find their center, realign or reconfigure their compass so that now they have clear direction. They know what's good, what's bad, what's right, what's wrong. Seems like that inner compass was skewed. This can come from someone being gaslit, like, okay, hold on. This is going deeper. if you've been dealing with, let's say if somebody was dealing with a narcissistic person, and let's say you've been dealing with that for years, right? And you've been gaslit for years. You've been taught not to trust your own judgment. You've been taught that someone who is not good for you is good for you, right? That skews up your sense of judgment. It skews up how much you trust your own judgment, your own intuitive guidance, your own spidey senses, you know? So someone was going out in the world, even after that experience, they were going out in the world with that skewed sense of judgment, with that questioning of themselves. Anyway, that's done. That's done. Or needs to be done, all right? It leads to this level of, look at all these cards. Look at all this forward movement. First of all, these cards are clearly forward movement, even just in an illustration. But I'll tell you what it is. So we have the Queen of Swords, which is having a very clear direction of what's what. Clear judgment. This is clear judgment. Having their eye on a specific direction. You have the Eight of Wands, springing to it. Six of Swords, moving forward, okay? This energy is all about movement. It's like it's this energy of being in this phase of being so bewildered and then snapping into it and knowing exactly what needs to be done and then moving accordingly. It's like this feels like somebody waking up out of a daze. Somebody was in this cloud. They were in this fog and they were kind of bewildered. Like imagine waking up after, I'm really looking at it like a panther, tiger, an animal who's tranquilized. And when you watch them wake up, they gotta get their bearings. Like, wait, hold on, what just happened? Hold on. You know, and it's like somebody was in that moment for a while that what's happening? Hold on, I can't get my bearings. I don't understand what's happening. Everything, I'm a little bit discombobulated right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Somebody was living in that fog for a while. And then, boom, snap out of it. They wake up, all right? And they spring forward into this new direction. That's what's happening there. We have that King of Wands coming through. This new direction with clarity and with passion. This is beautiful. We do have the Ace of Pentacles coming through. It's like fog, 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 boom, lighthouse. And now you're like, that's where I need to go. Boom. You know? That's beautiful. But we do have the Ace of Cups coming through too. Ace of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So, I mean, now, another way this could play out, because we do have the Three of Cups coming through and then the Ace of Cups. I feel like there could have been, if we want to take it to a lighter example, this could be someone who's like dating around and like all over the place. I don't know who's who. I don't know what I want, blah, blah, blah. And then they finally see, It's like somebody was dating around. They were looking for their person. Where's my person? Where's my person? I'm looking for somebody who will do this, do that. And they're finding people who are like kind of coming close, maybe not coming close. People who are far off, whatever. And they're meeting all these frauds. And then boom, Ace of Cups come through and they meet someone like, this is the person I've been waiting for. Like it's getting that energy. Oh God. Especially because the King and the Queen of Cups is coming out. It could be that story. It could be that story of two people coming together, or it could just be a union within yourself. You figure out where you are, where this story, how this energy of being in a fog and then finally having this very clear direction of where your lighthouse is. Well, however that plays out for you. Oh man, this is the energy of like somebody was like floating and then they finally get this clarity. Wow, we have the Panther under here too. I was speaking about the Panther. Reclaim your power. It could just be like, it can be this internal union where now you're reclaiming your power as a result of healing, blah, blah, blah. It can be a spiritual revolution where you learn how to follow your intuition. Some of that is happening. it does take, it's some, whatever your situation is, it's going to be different. You're in the fog, you're in the dark, you go into hermit mode, you go into introspection, and then you see a lighthouse in that dark. And everything else, wow. The visuals that are coming through is just so potent. Oh, it's like dogs are colorblind, right? Whatever. It's like a dog being colorblind, but they see, I don't know if this is true. Dogs are colorblind, but they only see red, right? So they're living in this world where they're realizing everything is black and white, everything is gray, so everything kind of looks the same, everything is meshing into each other. And then they see a red ball, and they're like, oh, I need to go towards that red ball. That's the energy here. Like something really pops out. For some of you, this is a love. Some of you, this could be you, or someone could feel this way about you. You can pop out as a lighthouse. Somebody could be in the dating pool and they're dealing with a bunch of fish, and then they meet a shark and they're like, oh shit, yeah, shark, hey, yes. What's up, shark? I love you, shark. Right? That's the energy here, all right? Wow. Okay. And so I'm getting be playful because this energy is coming through so serious, and I keep wanting to lighten it. Like, what are lighter examples of this? You have be playful, sandpiper spirit coming through. It doesn't start off playful. It starts off very serious. Well, this Queen of Wands coming through. This is fucking, okay, laser focused. My eyes are locked in. Click, click. I know what I want. I'm getting that. And it has that level of like conviction that I love it. So there's a need to be more playful and don't take it too seriously though, right? That's what I'm getting there. Wow. If this is a love reading, listen, whoever's click, click, locked in, this person is not fucking around when it comes to you. If this is a love reading, that's what I'm getting there, okay? Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Be playful. If this is you, click, click, locking into somebody or something, enjoy the journey, all right? I mean, Jesus Christ. If this is a love reading, wow. The level of conviction that someone has about this person, this love. Anyway, somebody needs to lighten up though. I mean, that level of conviction is beautiful, but take your time with it. Golly. This energy is stealthy. There's something stealthy about this. Some of you guys, this is a person, this is how they feel about you, and they are below the radar. They're under the radar. In the collective reading, I was talking about opportunities that are there, that are hidden. You're not seeing it yet because you don't have the glasses on. So you're not seeing it. This person is under the radar. They want to be under the radar is what I feel. This is turning into a love reading, but I just can't imagine a love reading being this so intense. I'm not seeing cups like that. I'm seeing seriousness. Terminator, mission, get that ass, okay? That's the energy here. My mission is to make that my person. That level of seriousness, okay? Goals. Step 1, I need to do this. Step 2, this is how I need to get this person. What? Anyway. Whew. It's so, oh my God, okay. This energy has been throughout the whole reading, this underlying layer, because it's coming out with sacral energy, right? But it makes sense, all this fire, all this passion. Wow, I don't know. There's things behind the curtain. Anyway, so you have Let It Shine come through. Whoever's coming through with this energy, if this is you and you're click, click, locked in, allow yourself to be soften around the edges a little bit. Okay? It seems like someone is in Terminator mode about something that they love. Okay? Don't forget to enjoy the journey. Okay? All right. Allow yourself to be your beautiful self. You being in Terminator mode is not your beautiful self. It's a beautiful part of you, but it's not the most light-filled space. No, I don't want to go there. It's not judging that, because you're doing it. Someone is in Terminator mode about something that makes them very passionate, which is great. But how are you showing up in the world? You might be coming off a little bit too serious, you know? And there's a need to enjoy this journey of this pursuit, okay? Oof, golly. Listen, if this is a love reading, once they get this person, let me tell you something. I'm gonna keep my nasty comments to myself. It's a Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. I'm feeling that though. All right, Jesus Christ. Paul 2. Okay, Paul 2. Okay, we're gonna use a cat deck. All right. I need to get out that Paul 1 energy. That was crazy. Okay. Paul 2. What's that? 4 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, this energy is giving more of a gentle energy here compared to Pile 1. Pile 1 was Terminator. Okay, you want to call Pile 1 the Terminator. Okay, there's a stark comparison. All right, let me adjust to this energy. This feels more introspective. This feels more gentler. This feels more Queen of Cups type. Okay. So, Pile 2, it seems as if you're recovering from a loss of some sort with the 5 of Pentacles. You're in the process of letting that go, out with the old, in with the new, okay? We do have that Ace of Pentacles coming through. Now, this can be an opportunity that you feel like you lost out on, but it's like, it's more of this surrendering energy that is coming through. Maybe you're already in this, or you need to be in it. All right, with the Temperance card, I feel like you're already in it, okay? In your conscious awareness, you're already looking at like, I surrender. It's divine timing at play here. That level of surrender, it clears up your mind. It clears up your mind. It clears the fog so that you can just see clearly as to what lights up for you. This is a very intuitive way of moving in the world. Instead of trying to enforce things, you're just like, I trust in divine timing. I trust in divine guidance. And I trust when things light up that I should go down that path. And it's a very gentle, easygoing energy is what I'm feeling here. This is good. It is a moving away from what you've known. And it's this energy of like, I know that I don't know it all. I know that I'm moving into new territory. I'm not going to know what I'm not going to be completely sure about how to handle or navigate these new waters. This feels very watery. It's like, I don't know how to navigate these new waters, and I'm just going to trust and move accordingly. And I love this energy. And this energy is coming through because someone with the 5 of Swords in reverse, someone's getting, this is a fog. This was a fog. The fog was your own self-defeated attitudes that led to probably self-fulfilling prophecies in the past, whatever. You're releasing that, and now that you got rid of all that fog, now things are gonna start lighting up, okay? That's awesome. Yeah, we have the Seven of Swords coming through with the Five of Swords. There might have been a tough lesson that caused you, because I'm getting this level of submission to spirit. I feel like someone had to take an L. He was like, all right, I gotta eat that. Like I ignored my intuition. I paid for it. I surrender. And it's more of like going into submission. That's what it feels like. So someone's really sitting in that Queen of Cups energy. Before, I mean, this is going to transfer over into getting more fired up about whatever it is that lights up for you. But right now it's just like, I give up, I surrender. When something lights up, then I'll go into fire mode, okay? And this is a beautiful energy to be in. It's a very peace energy. But it does feel like there's some maybe something deceptive that happened with somebody else or whatever that caused the loss. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's a loss of money, okay? But it's something that was trash. With that Seven of Swords and Five of Swords coming through. It's two cards of deception that led to a loss. And I feel like it was a hard lesson, all right? But it leads to Ace of Wands. It's a lesson in following your heart, and this is great. This is a beautiful energy to be in. What's advice or power animal? Look at that. All spirit, you see clearly now. See? Yeah. You might have got put on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But it had to do it. The spirit is like, it's one of them energies where it's like, I'm gonna whoop your ass so you get this lesson. But I love you. That's what it feels like. But you're seeing clearly now. You're getting out of this foggy state. You're getting out of this maybe deceptive state, whether you were attracting deception or you were being deceptive yourself, whatever that is, whatever that lower vibe energy is, that's cleared out, and now you're seeing the light, you know, and that's just amazing. Lovely. It's so tender, this energy. I just feel like this is so warm. This feels like a warm bath. Maybe you need to take some warm baths. This will be the energy of self-love. This is an energy of gratitude and communion with your guides and your spirit, praying more. You know, it just feels like it's just love. It's just feeling love. Feeling a new level of love for life, a new appreciation for life. That's what I'm getting here. Peace. This is exactly the energy I'm feeling here. Dove spirit, be peace. You guys are, even if things aren't all well and good, even if things aren't looking too well and you still have this heartbreak, you still have this pain, it's finding a peace through it all. That is a lovely lesson. If this is you, kudos to you, okay, for reaching this level of Zen, all right? This will take you far. Because you're in this space now, you're not going to be in this space forever, because like I said, once something lights up, you're going to go for that, and it'll turn into fire of some sort. But you'll remember this moment and always kind of return to these moments, okay? Return to make this your base. I feel like someone raised their baseline to this peaceful state. You can always return to this peace, okay? Even when life starts kicking up again, when people start coming back into your life or whatever this is, when there's more activity in your life, know that you always have this safe space, this warm bubble bath energy, all right, in your spirit that you can always return to by way of meditating, quieting your mind, okay, getting into communion with spirit, having those moments in the morning, affirmations, watching the sunrise, things like that, all right? In this moment, identify what are your warm, bubbly moments, okay? So that you, when life does kick back up and more activity does come back in, you know, these are my go-tos when I need to feel this again, when I need to go back to base and recharge, all right? Beautiful energy. Lovely. All right. Pile 3. What deck am I using? I don't remember what deck I used. I got 4 decks here. I used 2. All right. Pile 3. Y'all taking me on a roller coaster now. What pile 3 gonna bring me? What pile 3 gonna bring? Pile 3. Okay. All right, 4 of Wands. 6 of Pentacles. Let's pull out all the cards here. All these wands coming out. Someone fired up, fired up, fired up. Hey, someone's fired up, fired up. Okay, breakthrough. Pile 3, you guys are in a breakthrough, okay? You were feeling disempowered. Now you motherfucking empowered. The end. All right, you're empowered to make the moves that you need to make. You're empowered to walk away from the things you need to walk away from. The things that are not giving you stability, you're out. The things that are not aligned with your core values, you're out. You're out of here, okay? You're kicking that shit to the curb. Anything that's creating burdens in your life unnecessarily, out. That's your inner world as well as your outer world. It's setting proper boundaries. This is not taking no shit. Kicking ass and taking names. I was going to say taking ass and kicking names. Goddamn. All right, but 6 of Wands coming out in reverse in your subconscious. Why is that coming out? Still a little insecurity playing a role here, but whatever. You don't always have to be completely confident when you make these moves. Especially if this is new to you. If it's new for you to move in this empowered state, it's not going to feel completely confident. You're not going to feel completely confident in it. It's going to feel shaky. It's going to feel new because it's something new. If you're not used to setting proper boundaries in life or with people or in love, whatever, when you become the person that sets boundaries, it's going to feel like you're being mean, right? Even though it's the right thing. So that's whatever. That's just natural. And it's just going to become more and more of your modus operandi. It's just going to become stronger and more potent. This empowered state, okay? You do have the High Priestess here. Inner guidance. I feel like you're getting breadcrumbs from the outside world too. You're getting signs that you're making the right decisions. So just be mindful of those signs. If you're setting boundaries, you're cutting people off or cutting things out, the universe is being very chatty with you, talkative with you, okay? They're going to give you the instant gratification or the feedback needed. Positive reinforcement. Yeah, positive reinforcement. You don't always get gifts and rewards every time you make a good decision based on your intuitive guidance. You don't always get that validation. But it seems like for you to keep going, you're going to get breadcrumbs of validation. So follow those breadcrumbs, all right? In order for you to pick up on the validation, you're going to have to be aware of the call and response. You moving in a certain way, see what happens, what the universe brings back. All right? You cut out a person, see what happens as a result of that. You invite someone to your house, see what appliances, if an appliance go out. That would be happening. Things like that. I feel like it's going to be instant instant call and response. You working, having that quick feedback loop with you in the universe. All right. So just watch that. Okay. Pay attention to that. That doesn't always happen. All right. So take advantage of this to fine tune your energy because you're getting that energy feedback pretty quickly. All right. Or you will, whatever. Yeah, so this is all a result of you making a final judgment call, and that might be the feedback. You making a final judgment call, you might just start manifesting quicker, right? That could be the feedback within itself. You make a shift in your energy by making a certain decision, and then next thing you know, you're manifesting quicker. You think about things and it comes into your life. You think about a name and then someone says it, right? Things like that. Those are signs that you're manifesting quicker, okay? That you done cleared out some things to clear out the fog and clear out just clear out the fog. Clear out the path of the things that you want. And it's path to you. All right, well, I mean, this is dope energy. I feel like this is a combination of 1 and 2 because 1 was very fired up. 2 was very much introspective. And this is what the balance of masculine and feminine looks like in pile 3. 1 was a masculine, 2 was the feminine. And this is what that looks like. The grounded approach to life that happens when you balance both or when you're in touch with both. So this is good. Kudos to you. Great. All right. What is the animal spirit? Everybody's gonna be playful, okay? Everybody needs to be more playful. Just remember to be playful. Remember to be playful. Enjoy the journey. I think because once we put these glasses on, as I mentioned in the collective reading, we put our glasses on, we start seeing the world differently, we start seeing opportunities that we missed out on, or seeing opportunities that were already there, that we didn't realize was there. It makes us want to be more serious and vigilant. Also, because we're more fired up, we're about to get more fire in us. Oh, believe in yourself. All right, but because we're about to be more fired up, it might cause us to be in Terminator mode, which was pile 1. Yeah, just try to find that balance. I feel like pile 3 is finding that balance. But yeah, just remember to be playful, to have fun, okay? Because it's almost giving this energy of maybe realizing that you missed out on opportunities or whatever the case is. It might make you feel like I'm never missing out on any opportunity ever again, right? And it's just it just might cause someone to go left, you know, instead of like, okay, not all opportunities before you. It's okay, you know. Anyway, I mean, the dust will settle. Right now, we're all fired up. We're probably all going to be in a little bit of Terminator mode, okay? Being very persistent about our desires, okay? But the dust will settle, and then we'll find a way to integrate that new fire, that new passion in our lives. It's like when you first fall in love, you're very fired up, but the dust settles, and then you guys have a more of a slow burning love, right? Maybe, I don't know. Or it could just be fire all day. You know what I'm saying? All right. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying there. All right. Palther. You good. Y'all are good. Y'all are having a breakthrough. Time for a deep dive. Just make sure that you're finding balance in that. Okay. Let me look at something real quick. Hold on. More fire. Page of Wands. Hold on. Let's see something. You're not going to feel regret about whatever it is that you're about to walk away from. I do want to say that. You're walking into this new level of freedom in your life with the 8 of Cups and the King of Pentacles coming through. Queen of Cups coming through in reverse with the 2 of Wands. Okay. There's some sorting out of your emotions that need to happen though, okay? That's a breakthrough that needs to happen. Some of you guys aren't there yet. All right, cool. So with that, time for a deep dive. make sure that you're diving deep, still checking in on your emotions, cleaning up some things. There's some things that probably need to get cleaned up. Overall, I feel like you're doing well. Overall, I feel like you're floating. But just don't forget to have this maintenance of your emotions. Spiritual maintenance, emotional maintenance. Check in, have your meditative sessions, have your bubble bath sessions where you're just relaxing, you're clearing your mind and seeing what's going on there. Something that I've noticed, like if I don't meditate for a while, my mind is overactive and it just keeps going. When I meditate, I realize that I'm clearing it. It's like it's taking out the trash, you know? If I don't meditate, there's a lot of trash that's happening and I'm on the go. I'm not realizing how much is building up in my mind until I sit down and I'm quiet and it's time and it's hard for me to meditate, okay? So is that. There's a need to, every once in a while, take out the trash, okay? Make that should be the balance to be had here, especially with the High Priestess. Make that, if that can be a daily morning ritual thing, okay? Where you're taking out the mental trash, you're clearing it, you're cleansing, pressing a reset button so you can just stay grounded, all right? Because if you don't take out the trash is gonna build up, all right? And then eventually you won't be as grounded, it will feel more heavy, all right? So you do have to find that balance between your emotional state and your intuitive state and the worldly state, okay? Finding that balance, all right? But you guys are on the path to getting there. Just continue to keep that emotional state, which is the Pile 2 energy. Watch Pile 1 and Pile 2 because you're a combination of both. You need to remember to tap into Pile 2 while you're being Pile 1, all right? Okay. Thank you. All right, thanks, guys. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm me on IG, Tarot and Heal. If you want a personal reading, check out the info box below. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Thank you so much. So we'll meet again. Peace.